Oh my god. Guys, I literally just got done playing the Splatoon 3 Splatfest premiere, and dude, this was awesome. Like, alright, so I think this game's gonna be really good. Okay, so Splatoon 1, first of all, really like the game. I played it, when it was coming out, when it was the new Splatoon. I thought it was really great. I really like the special weapons. A lot of people think they're overpowered, but whatever. The single player was awesome. It was a great new idea. It was pretty awesome. The maps were cool. It was a great new concept. Fantastic game. I love Splatoon 1. Okay, it's my favorite Wii U game. Splatoon 2, I was really hyped for that. Obviously, I love Splatoon 1, so Splatoon 2 was going to be awesome. New campaign, new maps, new weapons. I mean, more customization options. It's really great. I dropped off of Splatoon 2 after about 4 months, and then I didn't go back to it until, 2019. And even then, I pretty much just played the Octo expansion and nothing else. So, it kind of failed for me in that regard. The special weapons were kind of lame. They were much better in the first game, in my opinion. I know a lot of people think they're more balanced in Splatoon 2. That's fine, I guess, but they're less fun to use. That was one of the main things. And there were a lot of maps that I wish were in Splatoon 2 that weren't, like Hammerhead Bridge or Mahi Mahi Resort or Salt Spray Rig. I love those maps, but they're not in Splatoon 2. And that's not to mention the amiibo functionality in Splatoon 1, I thought was the best in any game ever. It's incredible. Dude, Splatoon 3... Okay, obviously I just played it and I'm just hyped up because, it's the new thing, but dude, the biggest thing that I didn't like about Splatoon 2 was the special weapons. They are awesome in this game. They are much better than in Splatoon 2. It's not even close. Dude, I can't even... This is awesome. And here's the thing. The Trizooka, which is based on the Inkzooka, I think it's just better than the Inkzooka, just in general. It's kind of crazy, because I thought the Inkzooka was supposed to be overpowered, but the Trizooka is much better. Maybe it's not as overpowered, but at least it feels better to use, And it's really great, dude. The weapons in this game are cool. I like the new weapons better in this one than I did with the new weapons in Splatoon 2. In Splatoon 2, it was the Brella, and what was the other thing? The dualies. I didn't really care about those. The dodge roll was cool, but that was about it. But the Splatana Wiper and the bow, especially the Splatana, is super cool, dude. And I can't wait to play some more. It's literally, dude, I'm losing my mind right now. I don't know if it's just because I'm hyped up because this is a new Splatoon game coming out, but for me, Splatoon 2 wasn't that great. Okay? It was pretty much just the Octo expansion that saved it. Splatoon 3, especially looking at the single, I love the single player, right? That's one of the main things I like about the game. The trailers look really good, okay, for the single player, right? And obviously the specials and stuff and the maps, and it's the most maps in any Splatoon game. And here's the thing. A lot of these are returning maps. There's only 5 new ones, which quote unquote only 5. It's fine. Dude, the Splatoon 1 maps, I can tell, are gonna be very different. So obviously, what I played so far was I played Mahi Mahi Resort, which was the layout, it barely resembles, okay, it's similar in the middle, but the spawn areas and the sides are completely different than they were in Splatoon 1. It's not even close. When I first played Mahi Mahi Resort in Splatoon 3, I was literally butting up against a wall. I was like, what is going on? Because my muscle memory was killing me. I'm like, what the hell is happening? Where the hell am I? It took me a second to get my bearings, but it's basically a completely different map. And I hated Museum de Alfonsino in Splatoon 1, especially in Splat Zones, but that's beside the point. It's much better here. They got rid of the 2 extra spinning things, and they changed a couple other platforms and stuff. It's really cool. And Hammerhead Bridge is completely redesigned. I didn't play it. I don't even think it was available during this Splatfest, but it's completely redesigned. The whole middle is completely different, and I'm sure they added some stuff to it. It's basically a completely different map. So I'm expecting pretty much all the Splatoon 1 maps, even for Splatoon 1 players, it's going to be a completely new experience. It's insane, all right? And one of the best things about it, okay, so in this first 2 games, you spawn on like this kettle thing. It's, dude, spawning on like the little floating espresso machines, whatever the hell they are, completely changes everything. Dude, you start out much faster, and you can basically start further. You can get back into the game faster, and it's way better. I literally, dude, it's, I'm just hyped up because I just got finished playing the game. It's incredible, dude. I can't even, holy shit. Dude, okay. And the next thing is like the dodge roll and stuff. I didn't really use it that much. I would have to get used to it, but I haven't really had the opportunity to use it that much. But it is pretty cool. I will say though, the squid surge is kind of lame. In playing, I found there's not really a reason to use it. The only time I would imagine you'd use it is if you have the what is it called? It's like action up or something like that, or intensify action buff. If you have that, I think squid surge is basically instant. But charging it the way it is now, it's basically useless unless there's like an enemy on a tall pillar and you want to like surprise them. That's the only situation, and not many maps have that. So it's kind of useless, but whatever. It's still a cool option to have. But yeah, generally I just swimming up normally is faster, especially with like the small ledges. But dude, the plaza or whatever, the hub, is way bigger than it was in Splatoon 2 or Splatoon 1. It's literally like a place you could actually explore. It's kind of crazy. There's like multiple levels and shit. It's kind of crazy. There are a few restrictions, like you can't like jump off a high ledge, which I wish you could. There's like bars and stuff in the way. I wish you could jump off just so you don't have to go all the way back down the stairs. But regardless, it's still a really cool plaza. It's really great. And the lobby, dude. The lobby, so in Splatoon 1, you could just play like a mini game on the gamepad, and you're just waiting in the room. In Splatoon 2, it was even less so. You couldn't even do that because there was no gamepad. You could fuck around with like the pitch of the music, but that was it. In Splatoon 3, you can literally just like train, like practice with weapons. It's really cool in Splatoon 3. It's awesome. This is easily like the biggest new addition so far, at least for me. As far as like outside battles and stuff goes, but it's a really good, and it makes waiting for matches a lot easier, and a lot more fun, obviously. You'll see the holograms and stuff. It's kind of, the holograms are really weird. Like, I don't know why they're character models, and like they disappear like randomly halfway through. I don't know why that is. It's kind of weird. Regardless, dude, this game is gonna be freaking wild. Okay, let me get to the tricolor turf war, because that's like the main thing I know people like to talk about. I thought this was going to be completely unbalanced, in favor of the team with 4 players. Dude, out of all my multiple hours of playing this game, the Team Scissors, which was the team with the 4 players, they only won 1 time in that. They might have to... It's not even... Like, I don't know what they did, but the placement or whatever, it was kind of, I don't know, they kind of fucked up, I guess. It is hard to win with 2 players, but I guess it's hard no matter who you are, so I guess that's good. It's actually surprisingly balanced, more balanced than I thought. So props to Nintendo for that. I will give them that. I didn't expect it to be that balanced, but there it is. Also, there's only 1 map. I think it was Sturgeon Shipyard for the tricolor. I wish there was more maps available for that mode, because it's basically a completely new mode. My friend, he's basically said it plays like a ranked mode, and to be fair, it kind of does. Which, of course, the main goal, of course, is to cover the most ground, just like a regular turf war. Except there's like this this thing in the middle. I forgot what it was called. It's like the super beacon or something like that. I don't remember. Anyway, you get that, and it like adds a sprinkler that sprays your team's ink color, so you get an advantage. There's 2 of them that spawn. and the middle team cannot get it. Only the other two teams. So getting that is pretty cool. It's kind of hard to get it, of course. It's right in the middle, and everyone's going to be attacking you. But if you get it, it's pretty great. But yeah, dude, this game honestly surprised me, and because I thought it was going to die off for me like Splatoon 2 did. I mean, obviously that remains to be seen because the game's not out yet, but I can tell you right now, at least based on what I played, it is definitely more fun to play than Splatoon 2. I can absolutely vouch for that, and I really hope this one brings me in just like Splatoon 1 did. I don't know if it's going to be that far, because to be honest, Splatoon 1 was a very special game for me, but dude, this is crazy. I honestly can't wait. Let me know what you guys thought of Splatoon 3. If you guys played it, I honestly can't wait for the game. I did buy the Switch OLED on a whim. Maybe not a good financial decision, but I'm glad I did now because this game is freaking awesome. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you guys later.